so I saved this for last. This is the GAN 460M, the magnetic version. Actually, do they even have a non-magnetic version? I don't think so. Maybe they do. But I feel like I'll be able to talk about this a bit more. So in the box, we've got a bag. I don't know if that bag's bigger. I think it is. So that's, I guess, good for the 4x4. We have our tensioning tool. It's like the old one, but it's plastic like the new one. And our case. Come on, where does it open? There we go. So some general things about the GAN 460. It's 60 millimeters. The shades are the half brights. You can see those are quite bright with a more dull blue and red, or just regular, I guess, not fluorescent. These are really skinny edges. Now I've heard a lot of people talk about the outer layers, and yes, these are really nice. It's a little, you can hear all the pieces. A 4x4 has, I believe, 92 moving pieces. There's all the internal pieces as well as the external ones, while a 3x3 only has 20. So to have a 4x4 feel like a 3x3 is really difficult. The Ruchway does a good job. This feels a little bit looser, a little bit, and part of that might be looser tensions, but it definitely has a nice feeling to that. The inner layers, definitely dry and scratchy. I brought some lubrication to help that out. Corner cutting is nice. Now I've heard people say they don't like the inner layers, but this is not that bad. I actually really like these inner layers. There's nothing too, oh, there we go. It's too loose for me. Let's tighten this up a little bit. Okay, so I think it's this bigger one. Can these pop off? Wait, what? Oh, that is smaller. That is not a full size screw head. Can I get this into here? Nope, no, I really can't. How do I do this? How do you tighten these tensions? Does it say inside of here? Let's read instructions and see if it does. Please open the centerpiece cap from the instructed directions to prevent it from breaking. Oh, open it from that side, not that side. Good to know. Okay, so reading is key. So are these all caps? Yes, they are. Ooh, okay, so that helps. So you can pop off these 4 caps. And then just, oh, that's really nice. That works really well. Okay, so I'm gonna do everything maybe about 1 and a, or not 1, like a 3/4 of a turn. I think that might be nice. But I'm gonna leave all the caps off in case I need to adjust it again before I do some solves. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be out of town for about a week. So I'm going to try to film a couple solves and then just do some editing and pump this thing out. If there's any changes in what I feel like, oh, I didn't even tighten anything. Let's do that. So I'm actually going to be going on vacation for about a week. And so what I'm going to do is film some solves and just some final thoughts with this. I'm so far already liking it, but definitely will need a much bigger impression. I don't know if I would do a full review video unless my thoughts change from this initial one, but I'm going to do some solves, film that, and then at the end just come back and talk to you directly in front of my computer because I won't have time to do a big edit. So let's put these caps back on and do some solves, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey, so I've had a little bit of time to use this. Now, I'm not in my studio, it's right in there, and I'm not at home just because I want to finish this video before I go on vacation, and I'm not going to do editing while I'm on vacation, so yeah, I'm just gonna finish this now and talk about this. I've done a good amount of solves, I would say, and it's not bad. And I'll word it this way. I'm getting good times on it. My average is almost the exact same I would have on other puzzles. And one thing that's really amazing about this is it's fast. It's not uncontrollable fast where I need to add lube to slow it down, but it just turns almost like you would expect a 3x3 to. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of resistance slowing it down, and doesn't feel extremely loose where it just feels like I need to tighten it. It just turns really well. And even the inner layers. A lot of people have complained about the inner layers. I don't see that big of an issue with it. It feels fine to me. It doesn't feel super clunky. It does feel a little catchy. And I've talked to other people about how catching is more of a cuber issue and not so much the cube itself. But I find myself fighting the cube to stay aligned. So I don't know if it might be that I wish these magnets were stronger. I can feel them click into place, but it still feels like the cube wants to maybe wobble a little bit more than I would like. Do I recommend it? Definitely. If you like something that's a little bit, different feeling, let's say you've tried some 4x4s, but you just want to try something that's really different, this would be it. This really has a feeling that I haven't felt in any other 4x4 before. It's surprisingly swooshy feeling. And I think I explained when I was unboxing it that a 4x4 has like a lot of pieces in it, and this moves as if it doesn't have all those many pieces in it. Now, I guess a big question, would I use this at a competition? I don't know. I'd have to do some more tests with it. I do feel like I'm more comfortable with some of my other puzzles, but that just might be because I've been using them longer and I'm more comfortable that way. This is an expensive 4x4. So if you like experimenting and you want to just try a new one out, definitely get it. It's not going to hold you back, really. Like I said, my times are good on it. I'm getting almost the exact same times I would on other puzzles. And so it's definitely not going to hold you back. And if you like again puzzles, and if you want something that just feels different, go for it. 60 millimeters, which is exactly a much better size that I would like over the 62 millimeter one. If you're getting into 4x4 and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this might not be the first route to go with it. And I kind of wish there were a lot of extras they'd give you with, like you do with the SM, so maybe different springs, or if not different springs, different magnets even, that have different strengths in it. The spring is actually a different size. The tool, the tensioning tool, you don't use the bigger end like you would for the SM or any of the other 356s. You use the smaller end for this. So you can't, at least I don't think, maybe you can, I just need to test it out, but I don't think you can switch out the other springs. So I can't put heavier springs or lighter springs in here. You're kind of stuck with the ones they have unless they come out with new ones. But I would definitely like to see stronger magnets in here. And other than that, I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep using it just because it's a lot of fun to use. It's one of those ones that even if I don't use it at a competition, I really like using it because it's a lot of fun. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts, questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by SpeedCubeShop for more news and reviews.